It's time to pick a side. The border war is on the air with BG and 10.
All right, gang, welcome into episode 96 of the Border War. I am the Tan Man. I'm joined in studio by my right-hand man because he's sitting on my right side by BG. Welcome in. Sorry we missed last week again, but on episode 96 we are 24 hours or so away from what I think is by far the most interesting part of a season, especially in the NBA. You got the trade deadline, like I said, 24 hours away. We're again about 24 hours away from the NBA All-Star Draft, and we'll talk some Charlotte Hornets basketball as well. BG, welcome in, man.
Yeah, good to be here. I'm already.
Do you mean that, or are you
already
just being polite?
Plotting my strategy to create the best All-Star draft possible here. So you do the show without me for a while. I've got work to do.
Yeah, work. You had all day, man. You had. As a matter of fact, you've had 2 days.
We've talked about this. We've talked about this.
2 days. I know. In this episode, BG and I are going to draft our own NBA All-Star teams.
We did it last year.
We did it last year.
Then?
The NFL flirted with this for a couple years before they finally went back with the original AFC, NFC. But I think it works much better in basketball.
It's better, man.
Works much better with the NBA. So we have flipped a coin. I am going to be Team LeBron. BG is going to be Team Giannis.
Giannis.
Yanni.
You know that. Man.
Yanni.
You know that.
Yanni Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
That's it? Like, that's your team guy. You're just going to let me butcher his
I mean,
name?
it doesn't matter. We're going to beat you either way.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get started. I'm LeBron. I'm Team LeBron, Team TanMan's. So I've got the first pick. My first pick in the draft is going to be...
Now, that's because LeBron actually has the first pick. You're not just saying it because you want it.
No, I think they said LeBron's... he's the leading vote getter, so he's got
You remember
the first
what my
pick.
master plan last year was, right?
No.
All I cared about was getting LeBron and Kawhi on the same team. I didn't care about anything else.
Well, that's the Lakers' master plan.
I'm sorry,
too,
not Kawhi, Kyrie.
That's part of the Lakers' master plan.
Well,
too,
Kawhi isn't that interesting of a person. Getting LeBron and Kyrie back on the same team.
Yeah,
that was my plan. It didn't happen in real life.
Nah. My first pick, I'm going to take Kevin Durant, man. LeBron and KD.
I feel like that's what you did last year.
Probably. But he's gonna, he's going to be on a. This is a recruiting trip. This is LeBron's recruiting weekend, and KD's going to be a free agent. Give me KD.
Well, I will see your KD and up you the beard. I'm going to take James Harden with my first guard pick, since I've already got a forward.
Yeah.
Not as if they actually play positions, but who knows?
All right. So you left me Steph Curry.
I did. I would never draft Steph Curry.
Well,
you may recall he was on my list of grievances. I don't like Steph Curry.
I will take Steph Curry. So now I've got LeBron, KD, and Steph, and you have got Giannis and James Harden.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go with Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll put you down for Kawhi. Give me Joel Embiid.
I mean, I was between them, but
give me Embiid. So
how does Giannis and Joel look on a court together? That's a lot of beef.
Yeah,
that's a lot of beef. I thought I'd go a little more versatile there.
All right, so I'll take Joel Embiid. So who's your next pick?
All right. Do I want? I think I'm going to go with Kyrie. Yep. I think I'm going to go with Kyrie. I'll take him over PG-13.
Okay. I'm going to take an interesting one here because this is the guy that I think is going to be the star of the show. I'm going to take Kemba Walker.
I can see that.
I think Kemba Walker is going to wind up being the MVP of the All-Star game next weekend. I think he's in the three-point contest. He's an all-star starter in his home city. I think Kemba Walker, this is going to be If he hasn't already had one, anybody's still sleeping on Walker and the Hornets.
No.
This is going to be his showcase.
Well,
Give
you
me
can
Kemba
sleep
Walker.
on the Hornets. Don't sleep on Kemba.
Nah, so give me Kemba Walker. I think he wins the MVP of the night.
How many does that leave us each?
All right, so that leaves we've got.
You should have one
So
more
there's no.
player.
So that's it. So the starters are left. So
That's what I thought.
You get Paul George. You get Paul George. I know you. I know you hate that.
I don't have a problem with Paul George
Yeah.
as long as I don't get Steph Curry.
Now, so I've got LeBron. My starting five is LeBron, KD, Curry.
Like, this picture of Curry is making it hard for me to do the show. He's staring at me on my screen. It makes me want to fight.
He's just kind of like looking right at you, like, yeah. Hey, Brian, how's it going?
I'm surprised he doesn't have a mouthpiece and he's chewing on it.
Team Tan Man, LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, and Kemba Walker. Team
terrible.
BG is Giannis Antetokounmpo, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, and Paul George. So that leads us to round two. BG, you get to start us off with the reserves.
All righty, let's just.
There is no Oladipo. Oladipo has been replaced by D'Angelo Russell.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the most controversial man in the NBA right now, Anthony Davis.
I was hoping you'd leave Anthony Davis for me.
Well, why would I do that?
I don't know.
You better not take my guy though. You may not remember who my guy is.
I know who your guy is. Let's see. My first pick in the reserve section. Give me Nikola Jokic. Give me the Joker, making his All-Star debut.
Well, that makes it easy for me. I'm going to follow that up with Damian Lillard.
I wouldn't have took you. You could have took that guy very last, man.
I could have, but I
You could
know.
have
I'm just
taken
saying,
him.
like, I would watch more of him, but, he comes on at 10:30 at night.
Yeah. Let's see. Give me Karl Anthony Towns.
A good pick.
Give me Towns. Give me Jokic, Towns, and Embiid. I've got the big man covered.
You definitely have that. I will go with Westbrook.
So we got the reserves so far. You've taken Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, and Russell Westbrook. I've taken Nikola Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns, and give me Klay Thompson. So I'll just take the Warriors.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, and obviously I'm avoiding them like the plague.
I will take the Warriors. So I've got Jokic, Towns, and Klay Thompson so far in the reserve section.
All right. Just looking over. Going pretty heavy on guards here, but I'm going to go with. You know what? That's a good point. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with Aldridge then. I need another big man. That'll give me that.
Aldridge quietly having a nice year down in
Yes,
San
no
Antonio. He got off to a rocky start with Pop down there, but they seem to have righted the ship, and he's off to, like I said, he's off to a nice start. 21 a game, almost 10 rebounds. Let's see, my next pick. Actually, give me. I'll take another guy that's quietly had a very nice season that really nobody's paying attention to around the league, and really their franchise is having an amazing year if you consider where they were a few years ago. Give me D'Angelo Russell of the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Russell is a guy. He was exiled from the Lakers a few years ago, sent to basketball purgatory in Brooklyn while they got out of that cat mess that they got themselves into. But again, I think the Nets are sitting in the 6th spot in the East right now, and Russell is giving you almost 20 a game. First-time All-Star. So I'll take D'Angelo Russell.
All right, I'm going to follow that up. Kind of caught between two guys here, but I'm going to go with the stats, and I'll take Chris Middleton.
Nice. Another rookie.
Well, and I also like
the All-Star game.
I like having him on the court with the Greek Freak. That'll work well together. So maybe that'll give me a few extra points.
Another first-timer having a great year up in Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee, man. I love watching those guys. I just wondered when the playoffs come, are they going to be able to stand in there?
Well, I
don't know.
We were asking that about Toronto last year, and the answer to that was no. So you do wonder.
In a big way. I'll take Ben Simmons.
Yeah, well, that was the other guy I was looking at, but I decided to go with Middleton because he's had a little bit better statistical year.
I'll take Ben Simmons. We talked about in the last episode, mentioned Christian McCaffrey being the Swiss Army knife. Ben Simmons is this guy's averaging almost 17 points a game and can't shoot. It's unbelievable. He can't shoot, and he's giving you 17 a game.
You're definitely right about that.
So that leaves us with Bradley Beal, Blake Griffin, Kyle Lowry, and Nikola Vucevic from Orlando.
I do. I'm going to go with Kyle Lowry. I need one more solid point guard. That'll give me that.
Talked you into that one. Give me Bradley Beal.
You talked me into nothing. I was going to take Beal 2 rounds ago.
You were never going to take Bradley Beal. Give me Bradley Beal, 24 points a game. He basically is the Washington Wizards now with John Wall out for basically all of next season as well.
They basically they came out and said it.
Beal,
they shopped Beal for a long time, right?
Beal for a while.
Nobody bit.
They got some interest. The Hornets were interested. A lot of teams. I imagine if you throw him up there now, you're going to get a lot of bites at that one. But I don't see him dealing Bradley Beal. Not with. I mean, he's really all they have.
Yeah,
he's all they have right now. He's on a fairly manageable contract when you compare him to other stars of his ability.
Random thought from back in the day: are you surprised the Wizards didn't even give Boogie Cousins a sniff?
I'm surprised a lot of teams didn't give Boogie Cousins a sniff. But
them in particular, because Wall and Cousins are still real tight.
They are
real tight. I mean, I'm surprised. You have to think Wall went to somebody and was like, "Hey."
I think when
$500,000, roll the dice on this.
I think when you're staring down the barrel of John Wall and that Supermax, that man's getting ready to give $38 million to do nothing next year. Beal's getting paid, Otto Porter's getting paid. It just wasn't a ton of money to go around. And so if Boogie's,
the Wizards have done a very poor job managing contracts.
If Boogie was going to take, if he's going to take way less than market value, then why go to Washington over Golden State?
And the Nationals are in the same situation. At least the Redskins have cap space.
Well, to go out and sign a quarterback.
To go outside Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, go sign Teddy Bridgewater. All right, so I'll take Bradley Beal. So that leaves us with Griffin and Vucevic.
I'll go with Blake Griffin. I'll take Blake Griffin.
All right, so I will leave me with Nikola Vucevic. And so finally, we're in the legacy picks. Adam Silver created a whole new round to the All-Star game just so the fans wouldn't vote these guys in as starters. I think Dwayne Wade was a starter up until about a week ago. But Wade and Dirk Nowitzki, of course, I'm Team LeBron. I'm representing Team LeBron. It would be blasphemous for me to take anybody but Dwayne Wade in his last go-round. So give me D. Wade. And
I will take Shaquille O'Neal.
You cannot have Shaq.
No one has Shaq but me.
You cannot have Shaq. There's only one Shaq. That leaves BG with Dirk. So there it is. We'll have these rosters up online later on tonight. We want you guys to go in and let us know which one of us drafted the better team.
We already know that.
Yes, we do. And next week we will do a little Facebook Live video or something, and where one of us will. Probably BG will be wearing some gear representing Carolina. The real Carolina, not the fake Carolina.
You didn't tell me all that mess.
As he's almost certain to lose this. But we're going
to do this based on point score.
No, we're going to let the people vote. We're going to put it up.
Oh, they're going to vote.
We're going to put it up. We're going to let the people vote.
I'm more comfortable letting the game vote.
Yeah, we're going to let the people vote. And like I said, the loser going to have to have a little video of shame, a little wearing some gear there. But anyway, should be fun. The All-Star game, a couple weeks. But what's going on right now, the NBA trade deadline. And of course, the big name out there, Anthony Davis. BG, I just don't think he's going anywhere, man. I don't think AD's going anywhere. And I don't think that the New Orleans Pelicans should even entertain this thing even further. Shut it down.
It's one of those things where, he's catching some grief. And let's be honest. The man has sat down there for the better part of a decade now, right? having nothing around him. You go out and you get Cousins, and at the time everybody's how long did that last?
A couple weeks before he got hurt.
Yeah, and then
Made no effort to re-sign him.
no effort. So I get where Davis is coming from, but I'm like you. I think it's just frustration speaking. He probably messed up. Notice he was listed as questionable for tonight.
They're going to shut him down at least until the end of the trade deadline. I had heard some rumors that they were going to perhaps try to come up with some sort of abbreviated schedule where he only plays every so often. I wouldn't do that either. Listen, he's made it clear that he doesn't want to be there, which is fine. That's his right. But the Pelicans hold his rights for the rest of this year and all of next year.
And he signed it.
So if I'm New Orleans, I would shut him down right now. He would not play another minute for me, and we would revisit this thing over the summer. Because if you want to trade, you don't want to be here, fine. We'll trade you. I think it was Bill Simmons might be the one that said it. This could go down. This could be the most influential trade the league has seen since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar went from Milwaukee to L.A.
And people want to talk about LeBron. I mean, LeBron is not trade. LeBron is in charge of LeBron. This is different.
Is it?
Well, no, it's not different in terms of import, but it's okay. So does he have any kind of no trade clause?
Who?
Anthony Davis. No. All right, so they can send that. Then it's
they
really different.
They could send him anywhere he wants to, anywhere
really
they want to, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
It's not different in terms of what it's going to do to the league, no, but it's different in terms of Anthony Davis isn't running the NBA right now.
Well, no, and that's
what I mean.
LeBron and Rich Paul think they run the NBA, and I think that's why the Lakers are having a hard time because I agree with Stephen A. Smith. He said it several times on First Take this week. I think that around the league, other GMs, other teams have gone to the Pelicans and said, "Look, if you make this deal with the Lakers and you let this go down, you are setting a bad precedent around the league because already these billionaire owners and these teams, they're already wary of this kind of player movement era kind of thing that LeBron is basically created,
right?"
And so they just kind of want to put the brakes on some of this.
Well, and we've talked about it. It's not good for basketball.
Yeah, you want to move, fine. You want to trade, we'll trade you. And they're going to get an amazing haul from whoever he goes to. But not going to do it with a gun pointed at their heads, man. And I love the Pelicans not even returning phone calls. I love it. So that leaves us with the other big trade that has gone down. Of course, Tobias Harris got moved last night. But shifting over to the Charlotte Hornets, there's two moves. One that's gone down that could affect them down the road, and one that is kind of being bandied about. And we'll get your thoughts on. The first one, Kristaps Porzingis has moved from the New York Knicks to the Dallas Mavericks, which
in rebuild number 8.
Hey, if I'm the Dallas Mavericks and their fans, I get to pair Kristaps with Luka Doncic.
Right.
That's a win, man.
Oh, no question that. And it's a win for maybe 10 more seasons. These guys are.
That's a win for those guys, and it's one of the rare deals where it's a win for both teams because now the New York Knicks have not one but 2 max slots available this offseason. They've made no bones about it. The summer of 2019, they are going out and they're going to make a push for Kevin Durant. They want to make a push for Kyrie Irving, but the Anthony Davis thing is still out there. Maybe Davis winds up in Boston. If he winds up in Boston, it's hard to see Kyrie walking away from that. Another guy on that I think is going to be high on the Knicks list, Kemba Walker. And if they strike out on Kyrie, I think the Charlotte Hornets and their fans should be a little nervous about this max spot that the Knicks have opened up.
Because one thing about Kemba is there's never been a great location for him to go to. There's never been anything where he was really the missing piece. That could be the place where he's the missing piece.
I'm a little nervous about that spot the Knicks have created. I'm not going to lie to you. Because like I said, the feeling around the league is that Kevin Durant is going to come. Yeah. He's not going back to the Warriors. That's going to happen.
He's going to win. He's going to get 2 rings.
It'll be 3. This summer will be 3.
This will be 3. You're right.
He's going to get his 3rd ring, and then he's going to go do his own thing.
Right.
The feeling is New York. if they strike out on Kyrie Irving with the trade for Tobias Harris, I know Jimmy Butler's high on their list, but with the trade for Harris, it seems like the 76ers are going all in with that group. I don't think he's going to be available. At least Kemba Walker. Yeah. So
you're right.
Pay attention to that if you're the Hornets. But the other Hornets news came out last night, and I don't really know what's going on with this. They come out last night and say Marc Gasol, of course, Gasol and Conley from Memphis are on the block. They come out last night and say Marc Gasol, he didn't play. They've got
he's been at Memphis a long time.
10 and a half years.
I was about to say
he got drafted by the Lakers.
Right.
Was traded for his brother.
Yes.
To Memphis. Gasol spent his whole career in Memphis. Conley, the same thing. Last night, they've got a trash can by his locker. His name tag and his number taken off from above his locker. He kind of comes out and does the whole wave to the fans deal at their game last night. Mike Conley is talking about how everyone feels like this is the end of an era kind of thing, and the Charlotte Hornets deal was going to happen, and then it's not going to happen, and then it's back on. What are your thoughts on that? Is Marc Gasol a good fit for the Hornets?
I mean, somebody needs to be. You know what I mean? There's something missing there. But I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure it's a bad idea. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm perfectly... Yeah. I'm not going to say it's not a good fit. He's been a heck of a player for Memphis for years. He was really the catalyst of that really nasty version of the Grizzlies that nobody wanted in the playoffs about 6 years ago.
You're right.
He was right in the dead center of that. The man can play ball. It starts to feel a little bit like the pre-retirement home in Charlotte if you get him. And I don't know. My point being, though, that this is a better Hornets team on paper than they've played all season long. Now, they do have a new coach, and they have a new system, and there are growing pains, but it's so frustrating. They're sitting at the 7th seed right now. They're one game under 500, and we've said this over and over, and it sounds ridiculous, but they should be the 3 seed.
They're in first place in their division. They're a game under 500.
Yeah, and they have so many just terrible losses. And it happens the same way every time.
Last night was bad.
It was awful. And I mean, how many times have they been up by double digits in the second half of a game this season to go on to lose?
At least a handful.
I would say 10. I would say it's happened 10 times.
If it's not 10, it feels like it.
Yeah.
Now I love the Marc Gasol deal. Because here's my thing.
I like what you're saying, but is this a basketball issue that we've got right now? Or is it more of a chemistry issue?
All right. You're going to have to, if you make the deal for Gasol, draft picks aside, you're going to have to give up probably Malik Monk, which is going to take him. Memphis is not far. He's from Arkansas, so that's kind of not far from his hometown. So you're going to probably have to give up Malik Monk. But if you can get out of a deal, say with, you can get out of Biyombo's deal, the home run on this would be, and I have no idea if this was even part of the discussion.
Dare you say it?
But
Will you say it?
If you can somehow, by the grace of the man upstairs, get out of Nick Batum's deal, you trade Nick Batum for anything anybody will give you. But to me, you bring Gasol in.
Bucket of popcorn and some candy corn.
Yeah. If you bring in Marc Gasol, you talked a few minutes ago, this guy's playoff tested.
Yeah.
He's been in big playoff series. He's been deep in the playoffs. He's made playoff runs. That's what this team needs more than anything, in my opinion. That's why I love the Tony Parker signing when they did.
It is a possible answer to the question of what is it that's not right there. Maybe that's it.
You bring in Gasol.
Because Tony Parker is just one guy, but he has clearly had an effect on the team.
He's had an effect on his team. You've got a lot of young guys still on this team that don't have any idea about playoff basketball, any idea about how to win these kind of things. But you get Gasol in there, maybe it kind of changes the culture, changes the attitude a little bit. Maybe some of these mental mistakes are not made at the end of ball games like they have. He's 32, I think. He's got a player option for $24 million. It's hard not to envision him exercising that $20 million, $24 million that he'll get next year. But if they've clearly gone all in on keeping Kemba Walker now.
Right.
I don't even think they're taking calls on him. So if you're going to go all in on taking on Kemba Walker, do something to try and give him somebody. If you're going to get in the playoffs, and I think they will this year.
They will.
If you're going to get into the playoffs, at least give him a fighting chance. Don't send him back there with one hand tied behind his back. At least give him some help.
Right.
Yeah. Gasol's not what he was 4 or 5 years ago. Man, he's still really good, and he's better than any big man you got on the team now.
Which,
Make the deal.
Might
Make
not
the
be
deal.
saying much, but he's significantly better than any big man they've got on the team.
Like I said, make the deal. Don't send Kemba into another playoff series, with his legs tied together at the ankles and one hand tied behind his back. Give the man a fighting chance.
You sold me.
That's it. Go make the deal.
I don't like getting rid of Monk, though. I just don't.
No, but
I can't get over that feeling that kid
is Malik Monk. Is he going to be an NBA All-Star?
No,
I don't think so either.
No,
I don't think so either. And so if you can turn Malik Monk into a guy that's gonna, you're not gonna win the NBA Finals this year. But if you can turn Malik Monk into a guy that's going to help you maybe get out of that first round of the playoffs, maybe bring some excitement back to the city of Charlotte for this franchise and this team, I think you do it. Because with all the talent Malik Monk has, and I think it's immense, and I'm with you, I hate to see him go. I mean, he's not putting butts in the seats.
He's not.
He's not going to be a difference maker on a team. He's going to be a nice player on a really good team, but he's not going to be somebody. He's not going to be somebody that changes your franchise. So make the move. So like I said, that's it for episode 96. Again, we'll have our all-star rosters up online almost immediately after you hear this show, I would imagine. Again, go in and vote. It'll be on Twitter. It'll be on Facebook. Go vote. Make BG wear some Tar Heel regalia. Is that the right
process word? Of creating fake Twitter handles right now.
Fake Twitter accounts.
Oh, I'm going to vote.
So are you admitting on the air that you make fake Twitter accounts? Is that what we've come to?
I think I'll call it by my real name, but I'll misspell my last name just slightly, and that'll make it seem as if I have
You can follow BG's fake Twitter account at GB.
The last time I checked on it, by the way, it still had 2 followers. That fake account.
Is it even tweeting stuff out now?
No, not at all.
Well, no, we called him out on it. So anyway, that's it. Go vote. Go vote. Let us know who you think drafted the best team. That's it. You can follow us on Twitter at The Border War. He's at BG_Border War, at least for now. I'm at TanMan3264. Again, Twitter, Facebook.
GB.
At GB. We're out of here, man.
Watch the 88 dunk contest today.
The 88 dunk contest.
Yeah.
Is that Spud Webb?
No, it's Jordan.
Is that Jordan?
That was the 15-foot free throw.